The alphabet letter block Christmas tree. This is a true treasure, and I want to take you along and tell you the story about these ornaments that were in a bag. A gentleman had gotten these for his wife at a thrift sale for Christmas. She didn't know what to do with them. She had not even looked through the bag. She stuck a price tag on it, and I grabbed them up, not even knowing what I was getting. When I got them home, there was a lot of crumbs in the bottom of the bag, and as you can see, all these beautiful handmade ornaments were inside. Additionally, I found those broken wooden ones, and you'll see what we do with them. There were glass ornaments in there that were truly shiny bright, some collectible Hallmark ornaments, and these vintage pieces that are truly handmade, and some of them you'll never see anywhere. So I began sorting, and I found this small treasure here of the nativity set. So I grabbed a box of the alphabet letter blocks, and I sorted out all of these ornaments by size and theme. All of the wooden ones, all of the round balls, and all of those that were large. I bought these for $3 in the Target Bull Spot, but you can buy these and thrift them from a thrift store, Goodwill, or maybe your grandchildren and children's blocks. And I grabbed a Dollar Tree oval plaque, and you'll understand why this is the best choice. Now, the color I chose to do my platform is the Crimson Waverly Chalk Paint. And I did pre-assemble them, but I found a better way of doing this, and you'll understand as we go along, so stick with me. Now, first of all, I assembled them, and then I unassembled them, and this kept happening because no one had fully demonstrated how to put one of these together, and I wanted to be able to do this with 26 blocks. So push them to the furthest limit. The oval is going to work to your advantage. And as you see here, I keep working. Now stage your next layer. Have you ever played solitary Jenga? Well, here you go. Here's the perfect one. And here's how to do your layers. So pause this video and you'll see 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And once again, solitary Jenga going there. So I staged it out, and you see I have these 6 on the second layer. I've pushed it to the maximum distance, the oval you will want to use, and I pre-stacked them. So the next part that we need to overcome in this challenge is how do we get these ornaments on there and enough space. So glue as needed. And what I mean by that is only place glue where these blocks will be touching each other. Because as you can see, our outer perimeter is further out. And as this stack goes up, it's going to move inward. And that is going to pre-stage this and create platforms from the bottom to the top. So you really, truly are going to stage this thing. You're going to build it and disassemble it. Assemble it and reassemble it until you find where everything looks right. You're seeing the letters you want to see. You're seeing the drawings on these blocks that you want to expose and the colors. With the block letters, the alphabet letter blocks, they have drawings on them. They have different colors, and majority of the blocks are going to be blue and green. So that means you only have 3 red, 3 yellow, in 3 orange within this 26 blocks. Now, I elected to spell my last name and mine and my husband's first initial on the bottom layer. Now, here's the story with the blocks. As you are putting them together, glue only where the wood will be touching. And this is going to be memorabilia. You can do the alphabet letter block tree in different themes. It does not have to be Christmas oriented. You could use different figurines and all sorts of different themes. If you are a sports person, do it in sports. If you are someone who has a lot of leftover Polly Pockets from your daughter, Use those. If you're someone who has miniature, small cars, anything can be a theme. And this is a most awesome gift. And you can paint your platform any color that is suitable that will complement the theme you're going for. Now, I left this in because it's so important for you to understand this was not an easy task. I assembled and reassembled this, pushing it to the limit to make sure I had these platforms. And thank goodness these vintage ornaments that were in this bag, no one even knew what was in that, came available to me through a thrift. And that thrift find was the best find because they included ornaments that I have not seen since I was a child and lived at home. But instead of throwing out your ornaments, how about making one of these trees? So we have everything glued in place. And as you can see, I have my last name on the bottom, my husband and I's first initial of our name. And this will give conversation as an I spy or finding the hidden thing on this tree. And every time you look at it, you're going to notice something you didn't before. At the very top, this Santa Claus and the snowman, those are Hallmark vintage collectible ornaments. You will not get them but the 1 year they're issued. And many of these ornaments, they were a one of a kind. You're only going to get those in the set if you happen to come across them. But think of this more openly. These blanks, that little treasure I found in the nativity set, I am going to place it right there. This is such a treasure I found in this bag, and there was so much more I couldn't even put on here. Now, as I'm going about, I'm checking to see where are there blank areas that need filling in, and to assist some of the broken ornaments. On the Santa there, I put a wreath on his arm that was broken off, and I staged some trees about him, and that made that blend in just well. These little glass angels, ceramic, they have children's names on them. It just so happens the little girl is Morgan, which is my last name, and the little boy named Evan. We lost one of our nephews this year, and as a memory to him, we put the Evan angel on this tree. So you can find these tiny treasures. I chose a 1x1 square block, and I put a 4-inch platform underneath. Get you a wooden dowel and do you a countersink screw in the bottom. Take the dowel and drill you a 1/4-inch hole in the top of your 1x1 block. It can be as tall as you like. Mine is around 3 inches. Don't be stingy on the wood glue. Make sure you smear it on the entire part because remember, this is very heavy now and it's wood, so it's solid and we need it to hold up for a long time. Put wood glue down in the hole, some on the dowel, and make sure you drill a 1/4-inch underneath in the platform. Now you'll place it there, and you're going to use your hot glue so it'll set quickly. That way the wood glue has an opportunity to cure and dry overnight. That way it will hold all this weight and it will stay. I chose to put mine on this pedestal so it would be up. And that way it is not drowned by anything sitting around. And if I want to keep this up year round, I can. Now, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. That lets me and YouTube know you like it. And it also has an opportunity to be served to people who like videos like you. It's a way of sharing me. But that's not the end of it. If you enjoy Dandysoap DIY and this particular nostalgia vintage ornament alphabet letter block Christmas tree, subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend that you found that would love this idea too. So my bucket list of 3 years ago wanting to make this tree finally came true. Merry Christmas from Dandysoap DIY. And until the next DIY, this is Elizabeth, and I'll be crafting y'all. Have a happy, wonderful, safe New Year.